Hi guys, my name is Meads. This is going to be a review for the Metal Build Aster Red Frame Kai right here. That's the original red frame. I just want to do some comparison with the box art right here. It does come with a brown stripper box, but I'm not gonna go over that. But yeah, here we go. Now I did get the full package, meaning I got the Metal Build Gundam along with the add-on parts, basically the tactical arms right there. And it's a bit of a gamble, as always, because we're not sure if we're getting the same red frame or just a different decals. I'm hoping for a different paint app, kind of like what they did with Destiny. I think that was it was a nice touch, a little different, and make it worthwhile getting the full package. So we'll see how it goes. So far, from what I can tell, different decals, from the leg here and here as well. Although, from looking at it, it's kind of like the same shades of white, red, and gray. Hopefully they've changed the red a little bit. I wasn't a fan of what we have here on the back skirt of the red frame, the original one. And yeah, hoping that it's a bit better. But regardless, it's nice that they have this. Now, there's several packs already for the red frame, and getting another red frame, it's not such a bad idea, especially if you want to display them all. And we're getting to the point that, do we have so far? We got the flight pack, we have the power red, and now we have the tactical arms or the Kai version. And yeah, I'm still hoping that they make the Lohengrin launcher for the blue frame. I think that would be epic. But yeah. Anyways, that's that. Let me take this out of the frame here. The Metal Build boxes are really huge. So here we go. You still have that. I really like that design, kind of like the joint system and the circular part. I got mine from the P Bandai USA. I'll link that down below as a pre-order. So I think it's no longer available, and you have to jump on it when it's announced. Kind of like what just happened with the GFF Wing Gundam Custom, or Gundam Wing Custom. Yeah, so here's the back. Oh, that tactical arms look amazing, especially that blue sections there. I've built the red frame, the Master Grade red frame Kai, and yeah, I can see the differences. Yeah, definitely we're getting a lot more details as expected for Metal Build series. And I can't really well, I can't read Japanese. I don't know what's says in English here, but yeah, we'll see how it goes in terms of the paint app, and maybe I'll do a side-by-side comparison between the two, the original and the full package version. So anyways, that's it for the box. Let's take a look inside. Alright, so here we go. I just want to share what's inside in terms of the packaging. It's a little different from your normal red frame. And for one, they only stick with foam with the Metal Build, or the Gundam itself. The original one, along with the base, they have the foam. And actually, I like that more. I'm not a fan of the foam. I know it's there to protect the Metal Build, since it's die-cast, it has more heft on it. But yeah, so only the Gundam has the foam now. This one is on a separate, or got a plastic clamshell. Has a new base design, Delta Kai, or the red frame Kai actually. We're gonna get the same tray as the original one. Yep, I compared it, same layout, same design, nothing different. So there we go. And on top of that, we're gonna get this one, in which we have a lot more. So let me see if I can shine a light at the back here, kind of offset the contrast. So we got this giant sword here, the tactical arms. This is something different, which I kind of like. It's kind of like it's like a sleeve, I guess, or an add-on or a booster at the end. So that's really cool, along with this one here. So that's quite nice. We get the second blade here. I guess effect parts. And more stand here, like the adult ones. It says Tactical Arms 2L. Multi-purpose transforming tool for Gundam as a red frame Kai. Oh, right there. So yeah, quite nice. Even has this little connector here, which we'll figure out what's that for. So there we go. That's the layout. I just want to share that. Alright, so we have the two red frames here side by side. I didn't put a V-fin on since that typically pops off. Later on, I'll put it on like for the like final post or something like that. Just easier without it at this time. Alright, so in terms of paint app, for the most part, it is the same with the white and red. Yeah, all throughout, and the white, same. The gray is slightly different on the newer version or the part of the full package. The gray is slightly darker, very slight. Now, in comparison, let's go with the shoulder here. You can kind of see the difference. This one on the right is a little darker than here. But other than that, same shade. Even on the back side. Although, this is slightly brighter than this one here. But on this is what I'm talking about. This one's kind of, it's a bit too bright red compared to the rest of the body. But it's in the back. Yep. So all throughout, pretty much the same decal on the side here. The MBF P02. This one just have the MBF P02 Kai. Different decals here. You got the Kai here, as well as the top, and here on the right shoulder. Yeah, so the decals are different, but in a way they're kind of like the same, like the warning signs all over the body. Yep. And to be honest, I actually like the Kai version more. I find that the symbol here with the yellow is kind of off, and yeah, I like that the giant kanji sign. Now I'm not too well, I can't read Japanese, but I think that's the Kai or something like that, or maybe something else. Some of you probably know more than I do. I know the red frame from the kits. I haven't read the story behind it. I know Lo was piloting it. It's one of those. It's kind of like a scavenger mechanic, and he just put together what he can find for the red frame. Yeah, so here we go. That's pretty much it for the comparison, and let's take a look at the add-ons. Alright, so typically we're gonna put the red frame backpack here, which has a bolt joint on the bottom here for support and a peg on top here, and it just clamps on the back, or pegs in the back. On this one, it's a little different, and we have this connector here on the back. Actually, this kind of flips out here, and there's another peg there for the sword or the tactical arms. I'm gonna fold this up, get it out configuration. Now this only connects on the top here, the giant peg, and push this down. There we go. That should lock in place. So something different. All right, and already put this connector on the base here. See if I can take it out and show it again. So it just goes on the back skirt. Push it on. There we go. And let's put this on the base. Really nice. And yep, slide this in. Now I already went over some of the features of the red frame, and I'm not gonna go into detail this time around on articulation. It's pretty much the same, and I believe a lot of you would rather just see what the tactical arms is all about. Alright, so I got him in that pose for now. The shield is the same, from what I can tell. In terms of the paint app, you got the logo there, same thing goes with the rifle here. You got low there as well, very much the same. Now you're gonna get your let's see here, Gerber straight. There's a name right there. Really nice blade, and even the what they call the tag. I forgot what the part, this part here. Get the nice engraving right there, as well as this bottom side. It's like an acid wash. Really nice details. Yep. Goes here. There we go. And for the most part, it's same as the normal release. Alright, let's peg it down here. There we go. Then the extra one is the Tiger Pierce. Right here. Does have the name, or actually goes like this. Tiger Pierce. Tiger Pierced. Wait, is that... Looks like it's upside down. It's right here, upside down there. Huh, that's interesting. Was it like this here also? Gerber straight. Oh no, it is like that. Huh. Interesting. I guess when you're looking at it... No, it's weird though. That one side is flipped over. The right side is upside down on both of them. Huh. But if you're looking from his point of view, you're gonna be reading that, you know, just right. But yeah, it's just weird. Anyways, let's put this here. There we go. Alright, so let's move on to the next part. Alright, so let's go with the fun part. Putting together the tactical arms. So as I get out the packaging, you get this first section here. Really amazing. You know, we got the addition of this color here is just quite nice. The bluish green, it's quite metallic. You get the Kai there, tactical arms, the decals, got gunmetal or silver here. Yeah, actually that's more like a silver color here. Yeah, just quite nice. Alright, so we're gonna open this up. And we're gonna attach this particular here, like the prongs. I think this is just gonna go like this. I'm gonna close the red parts together first. Giant blades. And you're kind of just... I don't think there's really any tabs. Just kind of holds everything together. Oh, let's see here. Oh, I see. All right. I think you're supposed to put them all together first. Let's see if this will line up on its own. Then put that on. Yeah, it's interesting layout. There we go. Because the silver part of this needs to go underneath the gray or the black part of the blade. So make sure that's all lined up first. Once you do that, you press everything together and the blade should hold, yeah, more or less like that. Alright, so it's a unique design blade. Then you got all of this thing here, which is really cool. For now, I can see this. I kind of wish it opens up like an X. I think that would be cool. So it opens up like this. Now the red frame can either hold it here like a sword or here like a gun, or I guess a crossbow or a bow later on. So quite nice. You cannot turn this. There's no swivel point right there. But this part here you can turn around. So you get the double hinge there as well. And we're just gonna attach it here. This is die-cast peg right there. And yeah, there's a lot of cool details here. Just be careful. And there you go. You got this also attachment. Now looking here, you got actually a stand connection, which this one is provided. You get a 3-arm as opposed to having just like one section then you connect it again. This is actually a lot more secure, which I like. You can attach this on the bottom right here, and you can see it's holding, and this part popped off. Well, I guess it wasn't tapped properly. Yep. Kind of tricky, getting it all in there. Anyways, we're gonna attach this. You got this long pegs here. Goes here. There we go. So yeah, nice sword. It's super huge. You know, comparing it to him, you know, it goes all the way more. Have a ruler here, foot-long ruler. It's about 13 inches, roughly. 1-3. Yep. Can I get that thing, this thing to lock? It's probably hitting some peg in there. But yeah. Now, we have this connector here, and from what we've kind of discovered early on the back side of the red frame, this connector in the backpack, you can open it up. Oops, there goes the fin. I'm not a fan of putting the fin on till later. Alright, and now we're just gonna plug that in. I guess it goes this way. Is that where it plugs in? No, actually no. That is for something else. Huh. Interesting. Well, I guess it's the same connection here. You got right there. That should peg in. Now some of you are going to be wondering, well, can I start pegging everything in together? If you have the power red and the flight pack and all that good stuff? Possibly. But here we go. With that crazy flight pack on, or the tactical arms on his back. You know, mind you, he's on space, so not really going to be an issue with weight distribution. But well, then again, you still have the inertia. That's a problem on its own. All right, so that is great. Now another thing that you can do is with this one here. So let's go back down here. I'm not a fan of this. I wish this was put here instead. That way when you put this connector, like they like to do this. And oh, okay, I gotta push the red frame a little higher. Whoops, there goes the blade. Alright, so where was I? Yeah, something happened to the tactical arms. I'll get to that, but moving on. Again, be careful when you're hunting this. I'll probably be best if you have a mat. Yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna put this on, and again, you're covering the nice kanji right there. So that kind of sucks. You have this another connector here, and we're gonna put the Gerber straight and tiger pierced. I think that's what it's called. We're gonna just attach it here, one on each end, and this is another way to store or display the set. I think that's how it is. Yep. And we're gonna grab this and we're gonna connect it here, I believe. Let's see. Alright, so let me see if I can get this working. Alright. Alright, there we go. More or less. That's, I'm hoping it's secure. Alright, I end up yeah, I had a little problem with the gray piece on the end, one of the points. Yeah. Alright, I managed to put it on. It's basically a peg right there, connects. Be careful. Like I mentioned that before. What happened is basically one of the tips here, as you see, it dropped and it bent that the gray piece or the black piece. It stressed the plastic, but I press it back and you don't see it from the outside unless you look from the inside. It's not too bad. Just be careful. There's another connector here. Now this one is angled, and there's actually another peg here for support, but you can display it in an angle, and probably just best to show you in the illustrated booklet here. You can display it like this as well. Yeah. Now there was a piece that was kind of puzzled. Now what is this thing for? And from what I can gather, basically if we grab the tactical arms here, there we go. If ever you want him to be pointing down or have it on display like this, I think this is just to hold the tip. I mean, it does a good job securing that. So there we go. And let me see if I can show the damage. The little damage here. So the tip here, you can barely see it, but it was a little bent. I bent it back, so it's working. Be careful. Yeah, this is just crazy. Now the next part is going on different configuration. As much as I wanted to have this on the Delta Kai, it's gonna be a little troublesome. So I'll see what I can do, and hopefully it works out for this demonstration. Alright, so let's turn this into the bow. To do that, we're gonna just slide this down, bend this part here, and turn it around. There we go. Do the same thing on the other side. Bend this section here, turn it around. There we go. We're gonna turn this top part here, open it up, and turn it like so as well. And you can kind of see the bow part right there. There is an effect part, which is quite nice. It goes here, and basically you can have one arm holding here, and you have the other arm holding it through this handle right here. Yeah. It's gonna be hard to demonstrate that, but actually let me go ahead and put it on, and that way we'll see how it looks. But let me do that off camera, since it's gonna be hard to do this behind the camera. Alright, so actually I found something cool here. There's a hinge on the bottom. You can pop this out, and that gives you a bit more room. Not sure that's gonna help us, but it's nice that it's there. And getting this thing on here is always a bit of a trick. Get that thumb. Nope. Let's try putting this on here first. Then get the thumb on the back side. Well, good thing the whole thing is flexible. There we go. And yeah, there's a bit of a lock there. Locks it in place. So that's one. Let's see how we'd fare on the other side here. Where's the other hand? I think this will work. Hope so. Alright, probably best to just remove that. Alright, so the same scenario. We're gonna put the fingers here. Now sometimes I apologize that I'm not going to be able to do that in front of the camera, but it turns out I'm able to. Oh joy. Alright. Now the fun part, putting it on. Now the angle is always going to be a little troublesome, and yeah, let's do this off camera. Alright, so let's see how this goes. Now the trick on this one, you really need to have him stretch out his arms. The right side, bend it all the way if you can, and on the left side, you know, you gotta have to be stretched out. It's gonna be on a certain angle. And while you're doing this, again, remove the V-fin. It's just a lot easier. Alright, so let's put this back on. So what's this? I guess it doesn't really matter at this time. Alright, so we're gonna attach this here. There we go. Might have to kind of bend this. And we're gonna attach this one here. So just bear with me while I attach this. And it's attaching, and it's holding, I think. All right. So I think I got it. I mean, you know, a few things that needs to be straightened out, but there we go. You're gonna get something like that. I got so much stuff in here. And let me just attach the V-fin that always pops out. There we go. Let me use this as my cover page, or cover of the video. Well, even that. So, there we go. The delicate things. Alright, so yeah, this is quite nice. I definitely will give a presence as a display piece. Although I'm not sure if I'm gonna leave it here. Connection point there is not that stable. You can use the other stand to kind of give it support. Connecting on the other side. Actually, let me just show that here. Yeah, I'm just hoping that this thing doesn't pop off and swing down and cause more damage. But yeah, because you can, I have that little tilted there. But yeah, it looks amazing. Alright, so the next part is putting it on the back. Now, I think there's a different configuration. Now, let's start with kind of like the flyer. So to do this, we're gonna remove this section here. So we just gonna have this giant peg. We're gonna open this up, and this is gonna be part of the tactical arms. Alright, and let's just gonna push this back here. Got the tactical arms here. There we go. We're gonna put this on top. I think I'm trying to find that connection. I think I got it. Alright. So that's what is this for. I was wondering what that connection point is. So you got two. I guess one is when you have it this way, we get the delta, and another one is when you get the flight mode right here. So we're gonna bend that peg. It's really stiff, and I would probably bend this by itself and not using this right here, because I'm not sure how strong that corner is. It's just plastic. But anyways, let's see how this is gonna connect. There we go. Gotta be a little careful. Gotta put the head a little bit further in front. Seems to be holding. Yeah. My camera is pointing up. We also need to move this up here. Like so. I'm gonna move my camera in a bit, but let me just get everything together here. Yeah, I think that's good enough. So you have your flight pack. There we go. So that is one configuration, and it looks great. The flyer. Now let's flip it over. Alright, so the fun part, turning this into the delta. Alright, let's see if I can do this. So first thing off, I kind of removed, you know, the other pieces for now. We're gonna pull this out. There we go. We're gonna bend it like this. Just take a little caution and here and there. Alright, so we're gonna open this up. There we go. And is there like a specific thing? Probably like this. Yep. Kind of aligned. There we go. Kind of like that. Yeah, this seems to be an angle. Alright. So next part is you can actually pull out all these blades and expose kind of like the, it's not like an inner frame, but there we go. Oh man, that is only connected by that. Alright, so let me do it this way too. Yeah, just that small piece of plastic there. It's cool though, but I'm just hoping it holds. Alright, I think that's it. And this is going to be on the front here. And so we need that particular connector. Yeah, make sure that's in there fairly good. Then the next part is this one here on the back, I guess. This will stay here. I think. Yep. Alright. So just kind of lighting everything together here. We're gonna connect this on the back. There we go. Alright. There's actually more things that we have to connect, but for now, you got that giant delta there, and then maybe have to kind of fix it in a bit. And lastly, you have this section here where you can pop this down, or up, I guess, and turn this. And that's how it is. It's an interesting setup, although I kind of don't want to hit that section there. But get in that 90-degree angle. This connects on the back side here. It's basically right here, the peg, where we are, yeah, it's the same connection point where it was before. Alright, so I'm not sure how this is gonna work since that thing's kind of in the way. Alright, I think I got it. Alright, that is not safe. It's too much in the back. No, not that it's alright, we gotta tilt red frame forward a little bit. I mean, I'm surprised this whole thing is holding up. Maybe I'll just leave it at that. Yeah, look at that. That's the only thing holding the back. But yeah, I mean, you can have all that there. And lastly, you have this option where you can actually point this, I guess, towards in front here. Something like that. It's kind of like a weird gimmick. It's like a claw. Okay, so there is a bit more. There we go. I was finding that hinge. Yeah. Now it kind of reminds me of a Matsu, where you got that claw thing. Then on this one here, you can turn this around. I wonder if you can, there has to be another hinge there somewhere. Nope, that's it. You can only turn it up and down. And you can have this on the back side here. Huh. There is no other. But anyways, you got claws on the back. You can have in that configuration. Yeah, this is a little weird. But that's another gimmick. And I think that's pretty much it. Just looking through the instruction. Otherwise, there's more connector parts, just in different ways, you know, for holding the weapon up. But definitely, it is quite something. Another great release for the Mel Build line. This tactical arms is definitely well worth getting. Whether you're just getting the add-on, but it's going to be really up to you if you want to get the red frame to go with that. The red frame Kai it's amazing. Kind of like the red frame. I do definitely like the grayer. Yeah, this is being a little darker. I think that's a nice touch right there. But again, overall, in terms of the paint scheme, tactical arms. I really like the addition of that metallic green on the side there. Really cool. And I think that's pretty much it for this review. Hope you guys like it. I do have the F91 add-on parts. I will do a separate video on that eventually. But there you go. Red Frame Kai with the tactical arms. Really nice add-on. Anyways, that's about it for this review. Again, I got this from the P Bandai USA. I'll provide the link down below. And that's about it. So until then, this is Meads. Thanks for watching.